everybody, what is up? My name is Gabrielle Moses and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going back to the roots, the dating advice and dating information, because I've been going through rabbit holes. Maybe it's because my own life just isn't working out, my own dating life. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm feeling inspired. So we're gonna tell some brutal truths about dating that might be really hard for you to hear. But these are things that led to my relationships going wrong and other people's as well. So maybe if you're going through something right now, this will help you out. But I've made notes, guys. So we're really freaking official up in here today. But guys, be sure before we get started to hit those video notifications down below, hit that subscribe button, like, and comment what you guys want to see next as well. I've been trying to get back into the YouTube grind. I'm really freaking trying hard, and here we are. We're doing this thing. I'm banging my head against the wall saying, Gab, get through this mental block or whatever it is, and why are you the frick are you not posting when this is literally what you do now? I have problems. And I know these are some things that I even had a hard time admitting, but through inner lookings and listening to real educated adults talk, I'm like, I do have these problems. And problem number one, I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to, and it's the fact that you just can't fix people. It's not your duty. You're not their mom. You're not their dad. You're not in charge of raising them. So you literally cannot fix a person, because one, it's gonna backfire. If you're trying to literally change a person how they are, it's not gonna work. Think about how hard it is for you to change your own habits. Now try to force someone else against their will to change. Do you think that's gonna end well? Probably not. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Yes, sometimes little things can change, but if it's like someone's ideology, if it's someone's beliefs, if it's someone's habits that just absolutely like throw you against a wall, or maybe it's the fact that someone wants to have kids and you don't. Good luck with forcing someone to change their mind. People change through hard conversations. You have to sit down with your partner, no matter how hard it might be, and learn if they're willing to change or willing to even put in effort to become better or change certain behaviors. And I'm not saying everything's always going to be one-sided. Maybe it's both of you who need to change. Maybe it's both of you who need to work on some things, but you can't ever force someone to completely change who they are as a person. It's just not going to happen. And it's going to build some resentment if you're constantly trying to be like, but I wish this was different about you, or this or that. Yeah, good luck with that one. Number two, you think that if you try hard enough or get close enough to them, they will either change for you or finally see your value. Again, not sure you're wasting your energy if you have to try that hard to prove your value to someone. Do you think they care about all the time and effort that you're putting into it while they're gallivanting and doing their own thing? Why do you have to prove your worth to someone? If someone truly cares about you, they should value you as a person and value the time that you're putting into their relationship. And things get messy, things get hard, but it's about what you both are willing to put in. It's not a one-sided thing. Again, you have to both try. You both have to put in effort, because a relationship has to be two people trying equal amounts. It can't be one person overcompensating, or else you're never gonna feel like you're enough. I've been there. It's not fun. A lot of times too is that we try and try and try. We put more effort into things because instead of, having that hard conversation, we're like, if we try harder, if we do something better, maybe I won't have to have that hard conversation with them. Like, hey, do you care? Like, do you value me? Do you see a future with me? Maybe if I prove my worth first, I won't have to have that conversation with you. Like, you'll just realize it eventually. That's just not how it works, unfortunately. And here's the thing too, I want to say this. Hard conversations do not have to be pushy. It can be an open-ended conversation. It doesn't have to just be one person saying, or should I say, it does not have to be one person demanding one thing. A conversation is where both sides get to share how they feel, and it's a hard conversation because it's scary to have. No one likes to have those conversations all the time. Yes, every once in a while they are needed. You gotta put in the effort, like I was saying. Sometimes you need to get back on track. Sometimes you might stray a little bit. Really, when you're having those tough conversations, you're showing what you stand for and what you value too, so that you're not getting walked all over. Okay, point number 3. You don't just need love in a relationship. You also need to be compatible. And that might sound really messed up, but let me put it this way. If you always feel like you should have made a different decision, like say you have a day off or you're trying to figure out what to do on your Saturday and your partner gives you like a bunch of different options, like, oh, we have option A, B, C, whatever. And in the back of your mind, you made your own decision, but then you're like, oh my gosh, did I make the wrong one? Would my partner be happier if I made a different one? Or are my needs being met? If you're truly compatible with someone, you don't feel like any little aggression whenever you're making a decision. You feel like it's truly teamwork. If you're truly compatible for each other, you feel the love, the caring. You're getting all your basic needs met. You know? Maybe here, let me put it like this. Maybe your thing is you like to be complimented. You like little things to be noticed. Like, Gab, oh my gosh, you got new glasses. I love them. Tell me, when did you get them? Like, how did I not notice sooner? That would make my day. I'd be like, oh my goodness. You notice the little things. That would be amazing. I want to feel special to you. Like you notice things that no one else would. And it really truly is about compatibility, because sometimes you're not compatible with your partner and you're trying to force it to work and make it work despite everything. And at the end of the day, years down the line, you might realize, oh shoot, we were not compatible together. You know what? It would just make my day if my mans came up to me and was like, oh my gosh, Gab, the new glasses, they're looking fabulous. Like, tell me more about them. And I could be like, oh my gosh, actually, I can tell you how they just sponsored my YouTube video. So let me tell you a little bit about my glasses from Pair Eyewear. They actually are really cool because they can be transformed within seconds, literally just like that. Changes the whole feel, the whole vibe of the glasses. Oh, and guess what? There's so many different options. These little top frames right here start at just $25. The bases start at $60. The one that I'm wearing right now, the style is called Kirby, and it's the color blue tortoise. And I absolutely love them because guess what? They're freaking affordable. Have you bought glasses before? I've been wearing glasses in 4th grade, and oh my goodness, they are expensive. But Pair, they have got it on lockdown. And guess what? There's over 18 base frames and over 400 of the top frames as well. If you're like me and you enjoy some hot girl walks, yes, you could even turn your glasses into sunglasses just like that. Like, boom, we outside. Oh, don't worry, I don't need to pack sunglasses and my glasses. I could just go like this. So if you guys are interested in Pair Eyewear, click the link down below in the description or check out the QR code as well to get 15% off. Okay, point number 4, another really brutal point. No one cares as much about your time, your life, and your resources as much as you do. That's why you have to be so careful putting too much effort, too much time into something where you can't even have a hard conversation with. I'm trying to word this like very delicately because I know it might offend people the way I say this, but expecting someone to care as much as you about your time, your resources in your life is a recipe for disaster. Unless you have a ring on that finger, they're probably not going to care the same amount as you do about what you're doing in your life for yourself. And that's, again, why you need to have those very hard conversations with people. Because once a relationship is over, it's not about resenting them. It's about realizing that you messed up as well. That you may have put a little bit too much of your time into a relationship that could have possibly been doomed from the start. You need to realize, like, you need to hold yourself accountable too. Like, I decided to put forth that effort. I decided to spend this money on someone. I decided to take the time. Like, you're only young for so freaking long. You can't get mad at the end of the day that you wasted like 4 years on someone, or 2 years, or who knows, maybe even a full month on someone. Because at the end of the day, during that time, you weren't holding yourself accountable to honoring your own standards and your own ideals in a relationship. So don't resent after. Sometimes it's better just to realize that you could have gotten rid of them sooner. You may have just stayed because it was comfortable. You may have just stayed because you felt like you couldn't get out, which, trust me, I get that. But you have your own free will. You got to do what you need to do for you, and it's okay if you're a little bit selfish at times. It's okay to put yourself first, because let's be honest, think about it like this. Would your partner put you first in every single situation? If you're only dating, if you're maybe not even that serious. Hopefully, if you're married or you got a ring on your finger, the answer to that question is yes. They will always put me like top notch right next to them in importance. But if you're only dating and they're not doing that and they're constantly like throwing you to the wolves. Number 5, if you're even close to your like mid-20s or your 30s, there's no need to waste your time on playing games. Like, we just do not need to be doing that. It's only going to lead to hurt, confusion, and wasted time. You don't need to wait 4 hours to text someone back because you're out of town. You don't need to like leave them hanging or not pick up their call because you don't want to seem too needy. You don't want to not text them because you seem too needy, you know? Just say how you feel and be straight up with them. Act how you would with your friends, like your bestie. If you want to call them, give them a call. If they can't deal with that, maybe they're not the one for you. But there's no need to play these psychological warfare mind games when you're in your mid-20s and trying to date. Be a freaking adult and own up to the way you feel. Let's be so for real. I know your heart does that little pitter-patter butterfly thingy sometimes when you see their name on your phone. Respond then. It's not that big of a deal if you respond immediately. Who cares? You don't need to what I'm saying is you don't need to purposefully leave someone hanging to make them like the chase more. If you're wanting like a real relationship and something meaningful, just say how you feel. Do what you mean to do. Show it through your actions. It's not cool to be a fuckboy, because then you just get hurt. And you just hurt other people too. This point might sound a little silly, but there's this saying that I heard the psychologists use, saying you need to water the flower daily. Your relationship is like the flower. You need to tend to it, you need to take care of it, and the flower looks better when you take care of her. AKA, if you're taking care of your partner in the relationship, odds are, 1, they're sleeping better, they're feeling better, they're looking better. If all their needs are being met, like, it's important to take care of your partner, but not overdo it, of course, but like treat them well. Again, this has to do with the not playing games. You don't have to treat them like crap to make them stick around, because odds are eventually they're gonna leave. But take care of your person because they're your person. Show them that you care. It's not cool to be mean and rude all the time. Water the dang flower. Water the flower, people. Because if you're not taking care of the relationship, odds are friends, family, other people on the outside could tell that you're struggling. Because let's be honest, a relationship holds a lot of mental weight, and if you're not doing well and struggling in that, it's probably going to transfer over to other aspects of your life, even maybe your work. This next one I'm going to out myself with, because I'm really bad at this, and sometimes I ignore the elephant in the room for way too long. Sometimes I let people get away with saying one thing and their actions doing another, because I don't want to have that hard conversation. I just want to hope it'll, work itself out and fix it. That doesn't happen. Fun fact. Does not happen ever, actually. The best example of this I could say is if you haven't heard from the person you're talking to in a few days, like they might be out of town or just like busy with work, and all of a sudden you get that "I miss you" text. What do you want to do? I know you want to jump to your phone and be like, "Oh my gosh, I miss you too." I know, because I do that too. Instead of calling them out for being like, okay, I'm not feeling, like you're missing me. You literally haven't talked to me in days. You aren't making me feel important to you. Like, what's going on here? It's hard to do that. It's really freaking hard to, to admit that there's even an elephant in the room, that there's discrepancy between, oh, I'm going to treat you like a princess, or I'm going to treat you like the best, I'm going to take care of you, whatever, versus them just completely leaving you alone and being like, bye. Oh, by the way, I'm back now. I want attention. I miss you. you better say it back to me. It's okay to call them out on their BS sometimes, okay? You don't have to call them out all the time, but make sure you remind them, like, hey, I'm not feeling like you actually miss me. Feeling like you're doing that for a little bit of attention. And another one that I wrote down, and I'm just gonna read from my iPad because I worded it really well in here. Douglas even knows that I worded it well because he's trying to say hello. But the hardest conversation you have to have is the one that you have with yourself when you need to come to terms that the conversation that you need to have with your partner might be the one that ends the relationship. So say you're realizing things aren't okay. You're realizing that they're doing things that really just hurt you. Having that conversation with yourself and realizing that something's wrong and knowing that if you go to that person, they might not reciprocate how you feel or want to work on it. It might end the relationship. Like, holy crap, you're strong if you communicate well with your partner. You're going places. Hopefully that relationship's going places. But if you don't have, again, hard conversations, communication, if you can't even admit to yourself what's wrong, you're not at peace, you know, internally. You don't know what you want. You don't know if you can even stand up for yourself. It's tough to realize that if you speaking up might end the relationship. You saying that, oh, I need this in the relationship might end it. Do you want to feel for the rest of your life if you end up with that person like you're not doing enough, like you're not being enough, that you're not being respected, that you're not being cared for, like you feel like you should be, but instead you decide to stay quiet? It's tough to come to terms with that, but you got to. You have to realize that you can communicate your feelings to your partner. And if it doesn't end, if they don't want to communicate back or they don't take it well, might be time to hit the road. I made a little bit of a note for myself on this, saying that I need to make my own list of non-negotiables for my next relationship that I'm in. Things that I actually need to stand by and hold true to. Like, I won't let someone talk to me a certain way. I won't let them do things behind my back. I won't let them, you know, talk to me certain ways in front of friends or even when the doors are closed and no one can see it. I need to make a list. That's your homework too. Make a list of some things you want in a relationship that are absolutely non-negotiables. Like, is it how much, like, it could be something silly like, I want a date night once a week. I want to be able to hold your hand in public. I've been in relationships where we don't even do that. For different reasons, which I understand, but make your own list. And the last one, all my girlies are gonna feel that out there, and maybe some of the guys too. Have you ever felt insecure in a relationship? And so you do some silly things. Have you ever felt so insecure? Not even insecure, just like a lack of trust, so that you feel like you need to stalk their Instagram following, so that you feel like you need to see what the notifications on their phone are saying. It took me a while to realize that that's not normal. You should be able to trust your partner. You shouldn't have to worry about like who are they following on Instagram or who's popping up on their phone notifications. You shouldn't have to worry about that. And if they're your partner, you should be able to communicate with them like, hey, I don't know why. I feel like, you know, when I see you commenting on other girls' stuff or when I see your ex texting you, it just does not make me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm gonna act crazy. And I don't feel like that's okay. Like, I don't really love that when I unpacked your bag, I found another girl's shorts in your bag. Am I projecting right now? I might be, but know that it's not normal to feel, know that it's just not normal to feel so much of a lack of trust that it makes you insecure, it makes you feel like you're crazy, or it makes you feel like you're acting in a way that does not represent you as a person. So I'm gonna end with that one, a little bit of a heavy hitter. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a lot and I may have seemed very jumbled because there was a lot of stuff I wanted to say. I don't even think I said everything I wanted to. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely go check out hair, eyewear if you want to rock the glasses like me. You also don't have to have prescription glasses. You could just get like the base frame as well. But yeah, check them out. It'll be linked down below. I appreciate you all for being here, because like I said, I know I'm a roller coaster ride as well with social media. We're not always consistent, we're not always the best, but thanks for showing up and supporting me.